this in Manipur, this sort of structure, bamboo structure is generally known as Maitai Yumjao, or basically it's a traditional bamboo house, because Maitai Yumjao, if we use the terminology Maitai Yumjao, it might have excluded bamboo construction in hilly regions. So I rather prefer to use the term traditional houses of bamboo in Manipur. And see here in this construction, we have adopted, in fact, this screen is having some problem. We adopted this different type, species of bamboo for different purposes, like koa. Being stout and thick, small in diameter, is used as purlin and rafters, and utang for kanam and sepsipaya, and like that. Different spaces got different uses in this type of building. And our forefathers, they were quite meticulous in planning these structures. See the way, the robustness of the structure, or the redundancy of the structure. Please appreciate the redundancy of the structures. See so many pillars, so many bracings, and it's got its own nomenclature. This makes our traditional houses quite strong against the natural calamities. Here also I am showing the details, but these details are so many that I don't feel like reading all these things and wasting the time of all of us. This is the a plan of our traditional house. See here, we don't have basically this is just a this wall, peripheral wall, and the solid wall is here only, and we don't have a wall here. This is just an indication that it is by these spaces are earmarked for different purposes. There is, in fact, there is no wall like this. So it is just enclosure with an outer wall, then this side, and there is a big door here, main door, then another door here. And we have a, see, interesting thing is we have this one, fireplace here, which also has some religious meaning. It's known as Maifang, and this acts as a gathering place for all the family members at the end of the day's work. And we have place for our deity here. And it's not a bedroom, and we earmark this space for our deity. Then other rooms are made for the residents. Like this, these sort of construction, we cannot say the uses of the rooms, basically. So this is very religiously observed in the design of this traditional house. So these different uses are indicated here, like this is for the elderly, this sibling of the family. This is meant for the father, like this is meant for mother, like that. This space for the deity, like that. We have earmarked different uses of the space. Yeah, this is showing how the wall has been constructed. Like the bamboos, there are two ways of construction of the walls. In the first method, the wall, these pillars, or rather the posts, are embedded in the mud, which is reinforced with straw throughout the height of the wall. And in the second option, this wall is the thick enclosures of the mud is up to 4 to 5 feet, and then this wall continue with this bamboo split, this composite with mud plaster up to the full height of the wall. So roofing is generally done by threshing. This may be thresh or sometimes it may be straw also. And these, these thresh are fastened by using split bamboo, both in the upper and the lower side of the roof. And of course, the thresh roofs have to be replaced once in 8 to 10 years. And it is an excellent sound absorbing and insulating material, the thresh roofs. Means during the rain, because this is a rain, very much rainfall area, and with this present CGI system of roofing, you have a lot of problem with this sound of the rain falling on the roof. But with thresh roofing, you have a very comfortable stay inside the house. And the lashing joint techniques was adopted, and the joint consists of two bamboos, one smaller and the other, this smaller one acts as a beam, and the larger one which acts as a column. They are joined with lashing joint. So this is some pictures showing this how it looks like in the roof. See, these are the supporting system that you have, this supporting, then of course purling at a close spacing, then this of course the thresh roofing on top of that. This is another way where the truss was constructed with wooden members, not by bamboo. This is the usual way, of construction of truss. So there is very good integration of different part of the structure, and it's quite symmetrical in design. So this shows that our forefathers had good architectural and structural sense. And but nowadays this our traditional house has a lot of limitation in the sense that there is from the consideration of sanitary, lighting, health and the privacy, because there are not enough numbers of windows, doors, and there is no provision for this toilets, and of course with the modern way of life there is no proper this privacy. But bamboo still, as bamboo has a lot of potential, as we heard from everybody, and we in fact should again try to, we as a structure and the architect, we should try to restore the use of this bamboo in architecture and the structural elements. And this, of course, I think I should skip this part, study of bamboo. Here, what just want to, as an structural engineer, what I'm trying to is to emphasize the need for felling the bamboo in the right timing, seasoning and the preservation, and the right construction practices. But again, at the same time, yesterday also, I think we had heard this one, architect Nilam talking about a lot of the potential and the construction done by her using bamboo. But I still feel that we need more research and the investigation work on the improvement of the joinery system in bamboo. Like this, some of the joints nowadays using long rods, and this is some of the requirement, like bamboo joining section must be as close as possible to the knots, and bamboo having regular lengths of interknot as far as possible must be selected. Yeah, this is a typical design of a space truss with bamboo, the joinery system. Yes, some of the structure which fascinated me, was given by my brother. This some of the bamboo structure pictures, because we not restrict the use of bamboo only in construction of the houses. It can be used as it's a very good resource in as many possible products as we can make. Yeah, this is part of the space structure. This is skeleton roofing system. Yes, this is what generally our people, even if you go to the metropolitan cities, just if you have a restaurant dealing with the Northeast cuisine, they will be having this sort of wall paneling to show that it's from the Northeast. So that's fascinated me. Yes, this is some of the product. This is also a very nice structure, and if you happen to go to this Hotel Classic or Hotel Classic there at what is that, near Loktak Lake, you'll be seeing a lot of local architecture there with bamboo. Yes, this is the bamboo ceiling, bamboo set. Yes, this is a very nice structure done with bamboo. So, I'm not going to take much time, as I this one, as I said in earlier, I am not an expert in bamboo, but still, I really feel that we have to restore the uses of bamboo as construction material, because our forefathers solely depends on bamboo for their this housing, but again with the kind of modern construction material, we tend to forget our long this dependable treasure. So these easy availability and workability has to be taken into account while developing our construction industry, and this can be used both in structural and non-structural part of our structure. And of course, yesterday one of the colleague, I think he was talking about standardizations. We feel that we as an engineer, while adopting this bamboo as a structural member, we have to have specification. Like yesterday also Mr. Monty was presenting about this one, bamboo, products like glued, that composite structure and all that. I don't know whether that proper specification has already been met or not, and whether our this strain has been given, and what are the ranges to be adopted, what are the specifications to be used by the engineers while designing the structures. All these should be made available, then quality control has to be done. Otherwise, this will be more or less in the hands of the artisans. So we have to work along with this institution, like renowned institution, to develop a proper specification on this bamboos for adoption, wide adoption by the professionals. Thank you all.
Thank you.